Just a quick intro, but I hope you did notice a slight delay posting between the iceberg. I was a little busy myself. You can see on screen I am quite a loser. But now
Now
then,
then,
let's
let's
begin.
begin.
For a good while at APB, a student by the name of Eduardo was selling tortas of different types, which were mainly homemade by him or his mother by chance, which were very good as that led to him selling a lot of tortas and him becoming, popular from people just buying his food. But the school decided, due to finding out about this, that they put a stop to him being able to sell his food in the school due to the fact that there may be a potential health risk, not because his food was bad, but mainly because if there was a student that was allergic to something with inside that torta, then they may become sick or may be taken to the hospital, which is why he was sadly forced to shut down and stop selling it in general. Even though he graduated now, many students are still disappointed that he was forced to stop by ATB themselves. An organization by the name of WYC Tour does concerts for schools all across America, as their songs are mainly around inspiration and other educational needs. They have attended APB many times before, such as recent as 30 months ago. Here's a quick look at the video they posted.
What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? It's your boy Antoine Taylor. We are here at Animal Pat Brown. What's your call store? Today is special. Today's special because it's our first sponsored career day. Yes, somebody finally believed in us. But most importantly, we're coming together, showing kids. You already know the deal. Inspire them, showing them different ways to how to.
The concert they had between 2024 and 2025, they had two 12th grade teachers, mainly one named Santizo and the other Morales, as a guy named Weasley, who is the main singer of the group, would take them on stage and hand them roses, to kind of being flirty and stuff, which was mainly funny seeing in person, and as later, I think they were mainly embarrassed by it. This was a story shared by Mr. Pickering, who was a former teacher at ATB. He stated the reason that students aren't allowed to place their heads down on the desk was due to a past incident where in his own classroom a student had their head down for quite a while, thinking he was sleeping and wanted to wake him up. He once checked it and he shook his shoulders. He saw that the student wasn't moving and decided to check how he was doing, and he saw that the student had an overdose and was checked quickly to the hospital. Luckily the student survived, but now they enforced the private rule for any cases to be prevented or even seen sooner. At the end of a normal school day at APB staff were seen outside nearby, as reports that they heard that there was a shooting nearby, as they stood nearby where the shooting was at to make sure no student was at risk of being shot themselves. So when the student was trying to go to the area, they told him to go the other way. But luckily, no students were hurt by chance, and the people who were causing the shootout or just shooting in general were never found. During lunchtime, students were doing the usual as any student would, as at our school and many others. Students just scan their ID so they can get their lunch. But when that was going on, a cold blue was set into place, and everyone was pushed inside the building. Then services arrived, and it was later told that a few students have witnessed that one of the lunch ladies who scanned the IDs, that she sadly had a heart attack during it and was quickly taken to the hospital. But after a while, she came back. She's doing much better, and hopefully she stays doing well, and let's hope that she's scanning our students' IDs. After school hours, just as students were leaving APB, two students around the 12th grade were fighting on the road right outside the APB building. As the two students were fighting, one of the girl's mother stepped in and started to hit the other girl who was attacking her daughter. But the other girl being hit decided to fight her as well, as all three of them were fighting all there until the staff separated them. After the fight was broken up, one of the mother's shoes was left, on the floor in the street, and was later being sold by a student at APB. But it was unknown who was selling it and if it was sold. But the students that were fighting were in much trouble, but the mother was probably in a lot of trouble. Snyder is a current teacher at APB, mainly being there for a really long time, as he's a government and politics teacher. and is well known for not being the most liked teacher. But besides that, in early 2021, he was interviewed by the LA Times as he explained how mirrors and windows can bring and what they can bring into a social classroom. Here's a clip of it.
When students chose articles, there was such a range of what they selected, particularly for the mirror assignment. So some students, that was based on sort of personal interests, things like, video games or maybe sports. Others were based on age or based on race or ethnicity, but also others were so fascinating as they were based on something sort of internal rather than external, right? About mental health or about challenges during the pandemic. And so that was fascinating on the mirror side.
During classroom hours, a random signal of the fire alarm went off and every class was taken onto the field outside from the building. Everyone thought a fire had started and the building would be affected, which was not the case, as the alarm was accidentally set off by Martucci, who was the chemistry teacher at APB, by doing a fire experiment which set it off. And she later posted on Instagram that never in her past years being a teacher has she ever set a fire alarm off. No one was hurt during the fake fire, but it was still funny to hear how it was set off. In 2023, a biology teacher from APB was trying to get a student to pay attention and not be disrespectful in her classroom, which the student did not listen to her at all, no matter how many times she got mad. And due to him not listening at all, she got so mad she quit her job the same day and ended up leaving due to that student. But thankfully, after that, a new student was hired, which was seen to be Santizo, as she's one of the student's favorite teachers, even mine as well. APB had its own podcast, surprisingly enough, as during one of these called the Room A podcast with Mr. Reed, the video featured Mr. Reed himself eating hot ones with a few of his students. As myself don't know if this is the actual video, but it seems most likely it is. But a good amount of that, starting footage and just like the starting point was them eating hot ones and just talking about the school and just general topics like the news and stuff. But later shown in the video that the footage was corrupted, that the footage is sadly lost, but it would have been funny to see Mr. Reed try hot ones. During 2023, on a random day during the afternoon, an emergency code orange was put into place, as the staff had explained that a homeless person with a weapon were being a risk to their students when being so close to ending the day. That's why the code orange was put into place, which is a lockdown. But shortly later, after 5 or 10 minutes, it was taken off, as the guy himself probably got pushed off, a baby view building around that area, or just stepped on his own. In between of 2025, an 11th grader, which name will not be said, nor do I know this person by their name, was being shared, leaked photos of themselves. I'm not gonna obviously say what these photos are, but you can kind of get what I'm trying to say. And it was just spread around. They did come to school like nothing ever happened. But was most likely just being asked or just roasted because of these pictures, because those pictures were just kind of funny to look at. Rudy was mentioned in a past entry, but here's just a short reminder. He's a past APB member. And a student, while randomly searching up his name of, staff, since he was a staff, he was looking him up online and found really old footage on YouTube of Cooley just playing soccer, which I used for the background for his entry. And we have him talking about nursing in another of his baptism, which I wouldn't show you to show respect. But they're really easy to find on YouTube. You can go look for yourself, but here's just some of the nursing thing. During late 2022, an unexpected announcement was given to everyone from Mr. A himself, as due to a clog so bad caused by a student either by their own waste or by shoving papers or folders down the toilet, caused a massive clog that led to the other pipes filling with water, and we were all told to leave early, which was around 10 a.m. And being released early, students were able to see that the water was slowly leaking from the open pipes inside the school hallways, and even the bathrooms themselves. But the issue was later fixed the same day, and we all came back to school on the same day, which was good, mainly because we got to learn. Also, during late 2022, a huge fight had broken out between two rival gangbangers, as during passing period, going to class, Some were asking the others to fight as they were probably talking trash online. Here's footage of the incident. I'll see if I can show multiple angles of this. I wouldn't say this poor guy's name, but Fights345 something was an account coming from a student from inside the APB building, which I do not know who this is, but they mainly posted videos of mainly fights that were happening at APB, such as the gangbanger fight, two girls fighting in the hallway apparently for a man, two people during lunch, and sadly the videos in the account were either banned or deleted by the owner, as no one that I know seems to have these videos, but their account was an actual thing for a while, until recently they probably deleted it. Around the soccer field area, as to no one's surprise, the grass on the field is fake, and if you find a specific corner of the field and lift up the fake grass, you will find a sewer entrance. Many students have claimed / theorized that someone lives down there, or that some past students may have entered there at one point, but the theories aren't confirmed to be true. Hitman Gear is a YouTuber who posted YouTube videos a really long time ago, such as spanning from 15 years ago to 12 years ago, but sadly their last upload was from 12 years ago. But surprisingly enough, besides their personal uploads of vlogs and family events, or just family in general, they've also uploaded videos from within the old APB building, mainly being rehearsals of the drama class. As you can see on screen that he's posted many of these before, but just for now, I'll show a short clip of these recordings.
I'm tired of this. You know, he never appreciates crap. Why did I move in with him? I hate this thing my parents believe in.
When a girl gets pregnant, she has to move in with the baby daddy and get married.
Why? Why? If I would have known I was going to be in a room with 4 moms and a baby, I would have never moved in. He never takes me out. He's always bossing me around. He doesn't even let me work.
Let me tell all you young people out there, the big man would walk 20 miles for a quaalude.